Welcome to Compton on the fingers, Gonzalez Park.
Welcome to Mac East.
Ain't it obvious? I just got the check for depositing. $750 for the sound wave to get it processed. Won't stop to that shit.
Shut the fuck up, blood. Y'all niggas ready to die today? Don't get quiet now. All that shit y'all throwing up out the window? What's up with it?
Compton Menace. What's up, bro?
Same shit.
Oh man, where we at, bro?
We right here. This is the 40s right here. We're in the middle of LA right now. One of my favorite spots right here. Phat Daddy. You get me? So
Phat Daddy.
Had to bring you to taste.
Yeah, I called you. I'm like, yo, I need to taste the real, the authentic, you know what I'm saying, food in the neighborhood. So you brought me over here. This is the spot. All right, so let's go in it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Oh, hey.
Phat Daddy. How long you been coming to this spot?
I've been coming here since they opened for sure at least 5-6 years.
So this is a staple in the community?
Yes, sir. See the community walking through here, so
right.
It's a place to come, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Best burgers in town. That's what I heard.
Best burgers in town.
Best burgers in town.
Right.
Juicy,
Juicy, cooked all the way well through.
I
like either cut it in half. You feel me? Say the other half till it get a little.
Cut it in half because it looks like big, like it looks
a little juicy, the bread get a little salty because of the flavors. Fire.
Damn, the way you just described that just made me want to.
Trying
to take my job, bro.
Now you ain't supposed to eat saucy bread with the same bread. The flavor is so good, it's just perfect. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's perfect.
So right now we inside Phat Daddy's and we with the owner, Mimi.
Yes.
A little history about the place. First of all, a little history about you.
Oh, a little history about me. LA native. I grew up right around here in this neighborhood. I gave birth to Phat Daddy's like 5 years ago. Because like I wanted to do something different.
Yeah.
I was like, went to the pen.
You went to the pen?
Yeah.
You got locked up before.
I got locked up before.
Wow.
So that was something that I went through. And while I was in there, I was just like, I can't, it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out a different way, different avenue, so that I don't end up back in there again. I cook by nature, just growing up cooking all the time for the fam, friends, and I just went for it. And here I am 5 years later.
That's great. That's a powerful story.
Yeah.
How hard, and this is a question I've been asking throughout the film, right? How hard is it growing up in these neighborhoods, in the neighborhood that you grew up in, to do the right thing and successfully climb out of the hood?
It's extremely hard.
Why?
Because there's so much stuff like pulling you over. You know, you want to be cool, you want to be down, you want to look a certain type of way and like hold on to this reputation that you have. And for some strange reason, like in our community and our culture, it's this stigma of being smart, not cool, or you know what I'm saying. So you want to be the opposite of that.
Right.
So sometimes you want to like step away from the crowd and like follow your dreams so that you can manifest into something greater instead of ending up back, you know, in that hole. You know what I mean?
That makes me respect this establishment even more because, you know, like a lot of people look at black people a certain way. A lot of people look at, they don't know the struggle. They don't know what y'all really have to deal with. Just off that, just of being in the neighborhood alone without making any bad choices, without anything, what y'all have to go through, endure when y'all just walk out the door. Just being in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to climb out of that, to learn from your mistakes and not be succumbed to your mistakes, and like to be able to like climb out of it, it's like coming out the grave, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
So,
it is like a rebirth.
A rebirth. Congratulations. For real. My brother told me a lot about this place. He said the burgers is the best in the city.
Amazing.
And I'm ready to try it. So what are you gonna give me? What are you gonna let me try?
Today we're gonna hook you up with our big old Phat Daddy.
Big old Phat.
The big old Phat Daddy.
Okay.
Two patties. Bacon, egg, chili.
Egg on it?
An egg, chili, cheese, topped with a hot link.
I'm ready to try it.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank y'all for coming through. Phat Daddy.
And extra lemonade.
Sausage, bacon, mayonnaise. This is a lot. I don't know. And chili. They got chili in this.
And Phat Daddy punch.
And Phat Daddy what? This is the Phat Daddy punch?
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna try right now. Wow. I never had a burger with so much stuff on it. This is just like, this is like 2 meals right here. But it's delicious. It's delicious, it's spicy.
Fuck with it.
Yo,
Yeah, that's the beast.
this is crazy right here.
Yeah.
It's like a tower. A tower. It's spicy. That chili gave it a whole nother kick. The cheese. This is really good, man. This is a burger on steroids.
You taste everything in it?
Everything, like everything, bro.
What that bread tastes like with all that flavor.
Here you go.
Oh, man.
Eleanor. Yeah, where the food at? That's
Look
your
at this.
food for Eleanor? No, this for me. Oh.
You need a whole bag of napkins for this.
I think.
This is what you get?
No, I don't get it that big, but I had to make sure that you got the right.
Awesome. I got Phat Daddy, you didn't.
Sean and Mac out here.
Where we at? Where we at?
We in Compton. We in the fruits, man.
Look, if you look at the street signs over here, it's named after fruits. You know what I'm saying? So we're adapted to that. You feel me? Some true gangsters get some motherfucking money out here. And we've been doing it like that since.
Yep.
Grew up together, we love each other, we know each other, we there for each other. We do. It's the fruits out.
Yo, on this episode of Mac Eats, we in Hennessy,
On the fingers.
on the fingers.
I know you working, man, but you gotta get a sip of this too, man.
We right here in the hood right here.
We in the hood.
It's Gonzalez Park.
So what this park about? What's this? What's
This
the
park,
what's the culture like out
This
here?
the main park that we grew up in, playing basketball, just fuck around, baseball right here. All the homies come on, hang out right here. You feel me? This was a staple of really out here where everybody really come fuck around with, other than being at the houses and selling dope and shit like that.
Gonzalez Park.
Gonzalez Park.
Gonzalez Park.
You grew up over here?
Man, day one.
How was it
Over
like
here.
when you was coming up out here?
Man, it's rough, man. It's
Rough.
rough. Yeah, but we got it over here, man. Wars, gang activities, you can't get away from it, man. You gotta come up
You can't
here.
get away from it.
Can't get away from it. We all bundled up, so it's just like, it's hard. Right here, this is not our part. It's just like, it's like this is a Piru part though. This part sit in the middle, you know. Everybody come up here and hang and chill.
Right.
So you know how it goes.
So you think coming from this coming from this type of environment, it gives you like a
Motivation.
it gives you a little more like, you know, edge to survive. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you think, bro?
Tougher skin, a little more edge to survive, a little more awareness, you feel what I'm saying? Because you got to learn fast around, you know, the different shit that we got to see out here.
I noticed that this park is like clean. It's,
Oh, yeah.
You got kids running around.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
It's safe. It looks safe. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying? But it
exactly.
ain't. I mean, it
It's
could go down.
deceiving. It's
Yeah.
deceiving.
It could definitely go down.
You know what I mean?
So my question is like, how important is community to you, like to this neighborhood?
As far as to me, it's a big thing. You feel me? Because you know, instead of really dealing with the police, we police our own. You know, community is everything. As far as respecting people, like down there, it's nothing but the old folks. You know what I mean? They playing their dominoes, as you see, playing their little music, just drinking and flashbacking. You know what I mean? Over here, more of like the young cats. You know what I mean? You got a couple older dudes that come fuck with us, drink and have their little cigars. You know what I mean? Then the homies be pulling up. You know, the celebrity homies that's doing their shit. They pull up every now and then. You know, just come fuck with us. You know what I mean? But you know, just let them know, yo, their presence is still felt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of cats do they shit and never come back.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all respectable, but still just come back and, you know, let your presence be felt.
Right.
You feel me? We ain't looking for you to be in the hood every goddamn day. Stuff like that, you know, just come back. You know, what's up, homies, and this and this and this and that. Because certain shit like that, you know what I mean? It brightens individuals' day, especially if they ain't nothing but gang banging or stealing or woo-woo. So if they see their homie that's doing something, give them the confidence like, damn, and the homie coming back.
When people think about the hood, right, outside, people don't think about this. This is not the picture they see, you know what I'm saying?
So,
and also people like, you know, starting their own businesses, people like, you know, getting it out the mud, like, talk about that. How prevalent is that in these neighborhoods, in this neighborhood?
I'm 49, so I could go back a little bit to where a lot of homies had their own jobs and whatnot, and hiring young cats, you know what I mean, as far as like doing car washes and shit, you know what I mean, leaving from elementary or junior high school to go to the homie shop, you know what I mean, wash a few cars, make them down there $100 or $50-some,
right,
and go back to the pad and be cool. You feel me? Then certain stuff like that still be installed in certain dudes that also seen it as a hustle. Everything that I do, I see it as a hustle. Like when I got out, all of a sudden, I was doing straight out of Compton. I was a PA, but at the same time, I didn't know I was a PA. Until they started going to different hoods, and the homie Bones was like, hey man, why don't you come over here? Next you know, I'm starting from PA, now I'm a grip. I did straight out of Compton, I just did King Richard. I had Will Smith in my hood on Pirus Street, right here on Rosecrans. You know what I mean? And, right now, I just did the Beyonce Grammy, no, the Oscar joint the other day, right here in Compton. You know what I mean? I had her right here in Track New Park, where Serena Venus really started their little tennis career at.
Yo, Serena and Venus is from out here.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I just watched that movie about them.
And I used to go get my hair done at her sister's spot, the one who got knocked down, the one who got killed.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for bringing me out here, man. It's a beautiful hood. I wasn't expecting it to look like this, you know, and it just shows how much y'all, like, you know, the culture, you know, take care of the community and make sure that it's clean and all that. So you growing up out here, right, and going through everything that you went through, and you made it out of this hood, right? And you was able to travel the country. You was able to be successful. You was able to transcend this, where everybody thought that you would either be dead or in jail. You was able to transcend that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What from this neighborhood did you learn that made you, that gave you the tools to do that? And also, like, what does this hood mean to you now?
One thing is, like, my neighborhood was always a strong neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we was involved in a lot of big shit. We was involved in the death row era. You get what I'm saying? My couple big homies. Shout out to Rick James and you know, Big Ducky and Dave and all of them. But we was a powerful neighborhood, and it wasn't just about the gang violence and shit like that. You feel me? Like, my homies really had shit going on. They really showed this shit. You feel me? And they really made you be a man. Even out of the negative shit, it was a positive thing. You get what I'm saying? They had us. It wasn't just about selling drugs. It was, you know, they always hit. We had work to do. But it just wasn't making dope money and all that shit. We had work to do. We had shit to clean. We had, you know, low riders, and we would watch them motherfuckers while they doing their shit. Pick up bottles out the yard while they doing their shit, or whatever the situation was. It was just a good thing for me. Always kept that with me. So when I got to make it to where I can always reach back and like took me with me, so they can get to see this shit and give them opportunities to what they want to do for themselves. That's always was instilled in me.
So it seems like this hood instills, like, you know, traits of entrepreneurship, like traits to survive, you know? Would you say that?
Yeah, facts. You know, I ain't gonna say this the only one, but it's a couple, it's a lot of hoods out here who have, you know, the OGs who got that mentality, that got that influence too, that, you know, got shit going on. But
if you watching the social media, right, it make the social media, at least to me, it makes it seem like, you know, black people dislike Asian people. You know what I'm saying? And Asian people are racist towards black people. You know, if you just watching the social media, that's all you're gonna see, right? It's either one or the other, you know what I mean, or both. You know what I mean? like from your experience here in real life, like what is your take on that?
Well, I'm a crack baby, born in mid 80s, coming up through the 90s. So the Koreans in my community was extended family. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
you said they was extended family?
Family.
Wow.
Like these are people we saw every single day. If they saw me fucking up outside, they saw my mama, they'd tell my mom.
For real?
Give me facts. My mama.
That's crazy, because if you just watch the media, you would see something else. You would hear something else. It wouldn't be what you just said.
Nah, fact. Your ass would be in trouble. And they kind of help parent the community. I don't want to say they, because you seem like you're talking about this money. But they kind of help parent the community too. I'm 8 years old. I used to go to the store with a note.
And they'll give it to you.
My mama said, give you this. She wanted 4 cigarettes, some milk, some eggs, some liquor. You know, that's just what it was. It wasn't a bad thing for me at all. Sidebar, this is really the first time. Like, I don't glorify being right here in the neighborhood. So other than shooting a couple videos that I shot up here, I don't really glorify this right here, because this is like the sanctuary, you know, where I grew up. A lot of memories right here. Anything can happen. So I love you and I fuck with you that much. This is really the first time I did this right here in my neighborhood. You feel me? Right. Appreciate
This episode was so crazy to me, you know? Number one, we tapped into places that normal people can't tap into. Like, especially Asian people, like, we can't just walk into these neighborhoods. Maybe we could, but we just not comfortable enough to do that, you know what I mean? Because we really don't know, you know what I'm saying? But just to tap in today like that and to see the love that I got, you know what I'm saying? Not just me, but my cameraman KT, like, we both got love, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, you know, if you let somebody else tell it, and that somebody that never had experience with these type of experiences, they would think that it's not like that. They would think that you come into these areas and just because you're Asian, you're gonna get attacked or you're gonna get beat up, you're gonna get robbed. But, you know, I didn't feel that today. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel that. And yeah, of course you got people, black people that feel a certain way. And then you also got Asian people that feel a certain way, that have these twisted ways of thinking, you know what I'm saying? But it's not everybody. And today I think we showed that. Today I learned that, but I knew that already. But today hopefully somebody else learns that. It was love today, you know what I'm saying? So just because you got some black people that may think a certain way or may respond a certain way, it's not all black people, you know what I'm saying? Because we're here with the kids, people let us in their houses, people showed us, rolled out the red carpet. I didn't feel threatened not one time today, you know what I'm saying? And then also Asian people. I'm Asian, and if you know, I'm not racist at all. I never felt no way towards black people, and it's not all Asian people, it's not all black people. So today, man, and it's just good to see that, you know, you let other people tell it, they gonna say all black people are gangbangers, all black people are killers, all black people robbing each other, doing this and doing that. And I'm not saying it's not going on, but that doesn't mean that, you know, there aren't hard-working people here. That doesn't mean there aren't good people here. That doesn't mean that there aren't people that stand on good, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to show today on this episode, and I think we did that, you know what I mean? Definitely big appreciation to everybody that was a part of this, you know, Powder, Menace, and everybody else, all the homies from both sides. We went to the Crip side, we went to the Blood side, and it was love on both sides, you know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. That's what Mac East is about. So on the next episode of Mac East, stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Mac East, we going up.